Hi guys, this is Verena. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my, I say channel, but actually it's a little bit of a snippet of my life, of who I am, what I'm standing for, what my values are. And yeah, if you've never been here, I'm Verena. I've been living in Bali for around 7 years. And yeah, why I'm here, I followed my heart. I left my corporate job. I went on a journey which brought me to Bali. And here it was that I discovered my purpose, or yeah, deeper insights into my purpose. And what I'm doing is like I'm guiding people to follow their heart, to follow their purpose. I never said that before like this, but it's like I'm a healer, I'm a shaman, I'm a guide, I'm a mentor. So, and I work with several different tools. One of it is tarot, one of it is sound, one of it is energy healing, one of it is astrology. So there are several different modalities, even more, yoga, meditation. I'm a multifaceted being, and for a long time, and this is not a planned recording or a planned video, because what I feel whenever I try to put myself in a niche or make myself like fit into a box, it didn't work. So here I am. I'm basically helping people. I'm a channel, and and I want to create a better world through this, creating awareness for health. And with health, I mean emotional health, mental health, physical health. And I also want to help people to realize that we have everything within us. And what we need to be reminded of is that we are a part of nature, and that everything is already there. So let me guide you along a journey. I will, the next couple of weeks, really follow what wants to come through, guided by something bigger than me, but guided by the universe, guided by God, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe in. But I believe there's something so much bigger than me, which wants to express itself through me. And for a long time, I held it back because I didn't want to be considered different. I didn't want to be considered weird. But, you know, there's not, like, we need to follow our heart. It's the most important thing. It's why we're all here for. And it's very, very interesting because the last I think 2 days in a row, I came across the question, what is it you would die for? Yeah. So what are you here for? What do you live for? And what is it you would die for? And maybe you want to write down or discover the answer to this question for yourself. So for me, it was what I would die for is like protect nature. I really like, maybe it's like I have my Venus in my 12th house in Virgo. So it's all about, my dog is barking in the background. Just wait a moment. I have a dog and a cat, by the way, so I just went outside because I live, as we talk about nature, I live very embedded in nature. I have a small house in the east of Bali, and around me there's a river, and there's only, sort of, call it jungle, call it forest, trees. So whenever Lily, my dog, is barking, there's somebody normally coming. So that's why I went outside. So anyway, I have a dog and a cat. Cleo's my cat. She's wearing, maybe you will see her walking with a sort of a cone because she has a wound at the moment. And Lily's my rescue dog. So both of them actually rescue animals. And they found me. They decided to live with me. And sorry, there's something going on outside. And I don't know if, oh no. Okay, so it was a bike. Anyway, that's Bali living. I don't know if you've ever been here. Anyway, back to what I'm here for. So I will the next couple of weeks just really allow to share with you what's flowing through. If I consider it weird or you consider it weird or not. And yeah, that's it. So I'll have to step fully into my power. That's like the next step on my journey, because I was holding back for a while now already. And yeah, so I want to start. I will see what's coming through. I want to start with, I'll pull a card for us. And this is also, now you're here in that space. So it's also, you found me for a reason. So this is how the universe works. There are several laws of the universe. They're called hermetic laws. And you might know the law of vibration and the law of resonance, the law of attraction. And you attract who you are. You attract what you're vibrating in. Okay, so your surrounding is a direct reflection of your own vibration, of your beliefs, of your mindset. Oh, my cat is trying. Oh, okay, give me another second. It's wild today. I'm back. Anyway, what I want to say just in that moment, if you need somebody on your journey to help you, guide you, if it's in a tarot reading, or if you're looking for answers, if you're looking for encouragement, and I'm looking, like, this is one of my mentors and guides. I don't know if you can see her. I have a story with her. It's a beautiful copy of a painting I have at home in Germany. What did I want to say? I lost it. Maybe she wants to tell me that I shall share the story. Okay, I'm going to share the story with you. I'll trust. So I lived in Glastonbury for a while, and I don't know if you know that part of the world. It's in England. It's, I think, in the southwest of England. And I arrived there because I left Bali for a while in 2018. And as I was back home, I was like, no, this is actually not where I want to stay. And I had a friend, Narelle, and I thought about her in the morning. It's interesting. So she's coming through again. And she told me, Verena, if you want to find a place in Europe that has that magic Bali has, you want to go to Glastonbury. And I was like, I've never heard about Glastonbury. So what is it about? And she said it's a magical place. And she told me some stories, and I was like, I was intrigued. So I was like, okay, I want to go to Glastonbury. And for me, it was like very important to not spend New Year's in Germany. So I thought, okay, I'll check it out, because she had told me about an ashram, which is in Glastonbury. And I was like, okay, maybe I can stay in the ashram. Maybe I can, do some karma yoga. Karma yoga. I mean, if you ever have a question, just pop it underneath the video when I upload it. So I researched the ashram, and I sent them a message, and she said, maybe you might need to wait for your space because it's very, very busy. Anyway, I sent them a message, and they replied, I think in 1 day or 2 days. I still remember. I was like, wow, that's pretty, like, boom. And actually, I shouldn't be amazed about it, because I know how my life is and how magical. And if something is meant to be, it's like a blast. It just happens. Anyway, so this is how I found myself going to Glastonbury in 2018, the end of 2018, to volunteer in an ashram over New Year's, help them out. And I will do a video on some of the stories in Glastonbury another time, but I really want to tell her about her. I already knew, because in the ashram I met a guy called Devi, and I hope you still can understand me because the video is now a little bit frozen. And we did some shamanic journeys with each other, and journeying with a drum, and seeing my spirit animals and stuff like that. And I'm very, very visual. If I go into meditation, I can see so many things, and I don't need like I don't know, a drug for it. It just happens. I can see, I can travel into past lives and stuff like that. So I did a lot of shamanic journeying with Devi in his caravan. And mm, so anyway, one day I went to I think it's called, I don't know if it was the goddess shop. They have all sorts of spiritual stuff, which I love, candles, crystals, books, herbs. So everything a witch's heart loves. So anyway, I went to this shop, and there were many paintings, and she's a local artist, I believe. And I was standing in front of that painting, and I want to show you again. I don't know if you can see the power of this painting. So I was standing in front of it, and I just started to cry. And I was like, oh my God, like a little bit embarrassed in the shop. But yeah, I think the shopkeeper, either she stood next to me or she must have seen me, because she came. I started to walk again and go to another part of the shop, and she came to me and said, look, if something you experience creates such an emotional reaction within you, it would be wise to take it home with you. And I was like, that's true. So basically that's true. So I was like, even I struggled money wise at that point, and I was like, okay, I'll just trust it's for me. So I bought the painting and I brought it home, and the painting is a portal. And I don't know if you know what a portal is, but you can journey with it into another space, into everything basically can be, in a sense, a portal. But yeah, you can journey with this painting, and I do. And so she's one of my mentors in space, mentors from the unseen world. And my spirit animal, like in Mayan astrology, is the owl. So I feel sort of double connected to her in a sense. And she reminds me of cycles with a full, there's so much in this painting. So it's about cycles with a full moon. Especially women, we have cycles, we have a period, a menstrual cycle, which men's is connected to moon, it's like lunar, it's a lunar cycle. We go through it every month, through the ebbs and flows, and it's beautiful. And then with the owl, it reminds me of a certain wisdom, because the owl is really connected to wisdom. And with her, she reminds me of the ancestors, of the wisdom of the ancestors, and that we shall not forget where we come from. And the fire is spirit, and the fire is like the power of transforming energy, because whatever you throw in the fire is changing. It's not gone, it's just changing its energy. So it's like burning away the old. And then with this, I don't know if you can see, it's like there are little sprinkles inside. It looks like the stars. It looks like the entry to the universe, or the entry into a different realm, and feeling like protected there, going into like, it's like a sweat lodge in a sense. And then with the trees, it connects to Mother Nature, and actually in the background I see it's the ocean, so it's the subconscious. So there's so many levels to this painting, and yeah, it's a beautiful piece of art. So much love inside of this. So yeah, that was one of the stories, how this painting came to me, and how I was like reconnecting. I was always connected to nature, and so deeply, and I wasn't aware that it's not for everybody like this, because I had an ex-boyfriend, and whenever we went to the mountains, I was so deeply touched, and I was like, I could just sit there and stare at the land, and I need nothing else. Like, I'm so touched. And he, we would sit down on a bench, and he would look at it, and it's like, okay, let's go. And I was like, this is amazing, like, this is so amazing. And so for me, nature is my biggest love. And that's why I'm doing the work I do, to really reconnect people to nature. Because if you see what I see outside, you are so fulfilled inside, you stop sort of looking in a material sense for needing happiness. I see so many people buying stuff because they try to find a sense of happiness, a sense of fulfillment. But then they buy something and you speak to them a week later and it's already like, okay, I'm up for the next thing. Yeah, but if you connect to nature, you will get the greatest sense of fulfillment. You will be just in a blissful state, and that's what I'm here to share. And this is the portal what my work opens. You will really be reminded why you are here. Yeah, it's like I can't say it any different. It's a memory. It's a deep remembrance, spirit of your calling. And of that joy actually that comes with it. Now, I spoke to many people in the last couple of weeks, and a lot of people from the outside, they look really, really happy. Like, I would say happy, but kept together in a sense. And then you talk to them and I ask them, are you happy? And they say no. Are you fulfilled by your work? They say no. And for me, this is like, I mean, I've been there. The last company I worked for was a big corporation. Like, it was Airbus, the plane company. Like, people have a lot of money who work there, but mostly they were not happy, including myself. I wasn't, and I was like, "Is this what I'm here for?" And it's not connected that, like, I don't want to say that everybody has to strive for, self-realization. I met people who are happy to be, I don't know, to be of service selling ice cream. And I'm saying that because after I was a diplomat before as well. And when I quit the diplomatic service, I didn't have a job first. So I applied in a little cafe. They served ice cream and I applied and I sold ice cream and it was amazing. That summer it was beautiful because I was the ice cream lady. Children would come with their big eyes. They were like, when they saw me, even outside of the shop, they were so excited because they said to their mom, "Look, mom, this is the lady from the ice cream shop." And I had great conversations. People sat down. We had the time to speak with each other. And that's what I feel. That's one part why I'm here. People still have the time to speak with each other, sit down, make a joke, have a coffee with each other, connect, be outside. And so that was a great time for me. So whatever fulfills, my friend, she says to me the last couple of days, Mary, whatever, like, what makes your heart sing? And I was like, yeah, that's the question to ask. What makes your heart sing? And I think that's what we are gonna dive into. I want to ask the cards, and I need to have a sip of peppermint tea, about what makes our heart sing. What we need to know about that. What the cards want to tell us today. I have another deck here as well connected to cycles. Interesting. I talked about the moon. Maybe, do we start with the tarot? Yes, we start with the tarot. So let's see what's coming out. We want to talk about cycles and about what makes our heart sing. Let's see. Ooh. I think 3 cards. I want to have 3 cards. I want to have 3 cards. 2. 4. Okay, let's take 4. The 2 of Cups on the bottom. Okay. So let's see what comes out. We have the first card is the 9 of Wands. And I wanna get the Sacred Cycle. So this is an amazing deck. I can highly recommend to you. It's the Sacred Cycle. Ooh. Sorry, if you already realized I'm very vocal. Ooh, maybe that's why I'm a sound healer as well, because I know the power of sounds. power of vibration, the power of frequency. So what do we need to know about what makes our heart sing and the cycles in that? Okay. That's so interesting because there's two cards I've pulled the last time as well. So we have the, okay, let's start like this. We start with the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is a card of, one of my readers always says like, having struggled a lot, maybe be connected to trauma. But what I see, she's like standing upright there, even like in the darkness, and she's holding up her light, you know, like from her stick, which is her, the ones are for passion, the ones are for burning desire, you know. It's like she's like, no matter what, even if I discover obstacles along my path, I will not give up. I know who I am, and I'm, even if I need a stick to keep on walking, I will do. And she, I don't know if you can see the expression on her face, she's looking a little bit sort of down, but she's not looking down, but she's like, I can do this. I trust this. I go for it. I know I'm here for a reason. Yes, and she's standing in front of sort of a, we say in Germany, it's called Gatter. It's like a part of a fence, which she stopped. I think she walked for a long time, and through the night with this little light on, and she reminds me a little bit in that sense, I don't know why, but the hermit having that light in his, what's that called? Yeah, he's carrying a candle in like a little, it's not a bucket, box. So she walked, she started to walk no matter what. She's like, I'm having a calling inside. And even if I have just a small light which shines on the way, I trust that I will arrive where I need to arrive. And it's about coming inside of yourself, really connecting to your spirit, being guided by your ancestors and sort of the universe. I feel like she's sort of protected by something bigger, by the universe, and that's what she's following. It's a little bit, The Alchemist comes to mind, and if you haven't ever read that book, I highly encourage you to read The Alchemist. She's a little bit like that, walking through the fields in the night, no matter what, prepared to overcome any obstacle on her way. She remembers who she is. She remembers her power. And then we have three major arcana. We have the Emperor. It's like a card with, I see, immense willpower. And he's holding like a figure of a chess. Is it chess? Yes, chess game. And he's also like, he's looking towards his left side and sitting on sort of a, it looks like a planet. And then we have the area. So he's having a lot of willpower, and you can see this light here. It's sort of, spirit is sort of coming from above, helping him to not fall into the trap of allowing the game of life to sort of guide him away from his creating his empire. I mean, it's the Emperor, and he has his feet even on a chessboard. So I feel the emphasis is on not allowing. So life is sort of, I don't know if you ever heard about the concept of Maya. Life is an illusion. Maybe you saw the Matrix. So actually everything you see around yourself, including me, including everything, is an illusion. And I know it sounds so crazy, and our mind is like, what are you talking about? But it really is like that. It's sort of a projection of your beliefs, a projection of what you think is possible. So basically, even me, like I look solid, I look like a human body, but actually I'm just frequency. I'm molecules, I'm atoms vibrating in a very, very, in the speed of light. So I seem to be, I seem to be solid, but I'm not. And actually nothing is really is, even if it appears in the 3D realm, it appears to be. But so you're called to go on that journey, and know whatever appears to be, it's just a game. It's just an illusion. And I see, like with that, the devil, you know, don't allow yourself, because the devil is like, how to say that? Sometimes things are luring us away from our path, especially our mindset, our limiting beliefs, or what other people say. And what other people say is just a reflection of our limiting beliefs. And then we move away from our path, because the devil is like luring us away from our path, from our soul's purpose. And what I see here, he's so aware of it. So he is like, no, 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 I know who I am. He's wearing that red shirt, like connecting to the base chakra. He's like, I know who I am. I'm deeply grounded into my own reality. I have a calling. And here she comes again. I have a calling, and I will follow that. And even through the darkest nights, I will not allow what seems to be my reality to move me away from my path, to move me away from my calling, to forget who I really am. And to that, I invite you to read the book, The Little Soul and the Sun, I believe, from Neil Donald Walsh. Don't forget who you are, because we come here. When we come here, we forget who we are. And yeah, I share that with you. So I was down south at Udara. My friend works there, and I worked there for a while. I gave tarot readings at Udara, and they had a sound healing, and I could travel. Like, sound makes me travel through the universe. So what I saw was, I got a vision, and the vision was, I saw spaceships, elliptic, big, massive spaceships, and they had exits ever so often. And I was at one of these exits, excuse me. And I was a soul. I was only energy, no body. I was just consciousness. And I was about to, there were stairs, but there were no stairs. It's like, I cannot describe it. But I knew I will transit into something. And I knew there was another soul at another exit, and this soul was deeply connected to me. So I was concerned, that part of me, that consciousness, was concerned that I will lose that soul when we go down. And we telepathically, because in that realm we connect and we speak not like through the voice, we connect telepathically, and we're still aware we're still able to do that, but not in the extent as we do when we're outside of the earthly realm, sort of more in another plane. Anyway, so I said to this soul, I said, I'm so scared to lose you, to not be able to find you. And the soul answered, we will find. You have to trust. We will find each other. And I was like, okay. And then I sort of exited out of this spaceship, or whatever you call it, down the stairs, and I entered the earthly realm. And it was sort of through a mirror door. And I was sort of sucked into that. And it was so painful. It was like, because to come into the body, you have to lower your frequency. You can't vibrate this high if you go onto earth to live in a human body. And that's painful. And I felt the pain, and then boom, I was in, and the vision closed. So that was really, really powerful. And again, I didn't take drugs. It was just sound making me travel to that vision, to that different realm, to that different plane. So the Emperor is here to remind you to not allow that game of life to distract you from your path, from your heart's calling. Okay, so you are here to walk, to be a light for others, to be strong. And she's so proud. Look at her. She's like looking down, like, I know who I am. Don't fuck with me. And so the next one is this beautiful card. It's the Strength card, and look at her. So it's also, you're also called, because sometimes we can get a little bit hardened when, when you're different in a sense, and you're here to share your light. You need to be strong, okay? And a lot of the souls I worked with, including myself, we're actually so soft inside and so empathetic and feeling so deeply, so that it's sometimes so cruel to be here and to really be who you are, because you're like, nobody will understand me. Everything is lost already, blah, 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 the whole thought chain. And it's like, I'm too sensitive and I'm too scared to be myself. And so the message is, and she's wearing a heart around her neck. Isn't it beautiful? To keep your purity, to keep that part of you, which is so sensitive, it's so childlike, it's so pure, it's so vulnerable. You need this, because people, in the age we're right now, with all of what's going on, AI, whatever, like, you will only be able to reach people, and you will only be able to stand out with your work if you are really who you are. Because it's not what you say. So I read in my book, Healing Sounds, yesterday, there might be somebody, and you see someone on stage, they have the most amazing voice. You think like, wow, that's God gifted. And it's beautiful, but it's beautiful. That's it, point, fact, done. But then you hear someone and their voice is not perfect. Maybe their voice cracks. Maybe some tones are not perfect, but you cry. You cry so deeply because they touch something inside of you which resonates to the vulnerability they transmit through their voice. So, and this is pure authenticity, is what we need on this planet right now so badly. So badly, because we are not able to, we are in a time, texts, like articles are written from AI. There are AI influencers. There's everything is AI, not everything, but like, there's a lot of stuff which is not real, which is not coming from a human. So to really make a difference now, you need to stick. You need to keep that vulnerable part of yourself intact. You need to take care of that part of yourself. You need to be the lioness. You need to be fierce, and you need to be walking your path and be like, I will walk like her, upright and strong. I'm fierce. I know who I am. But you need to keep that purity. She's wearing white, purity. White reunites all the colors of the color spectrum within. And then she's wearing her heart, like sort of her heart on her sleeve, her heart visible to everybody. This is my heart. This is my message. This is my path. This is why I'm here for. And she, with the infinity sign, she's like, I'll never stop until infinity. This is my calling. I'm the lioness. I protect my people. I protect my flock, my herd. I'm a leader, but I'm a leader by heart. I am a leader by heart. She's wearing white as well. I'm here to share the truth, the uncovered truth. I'm here. I'm a divine messenger. I'm a messenger of God. And that's what I'm getting here. And that's so amazing. Yeah, she's here to protect her tribe. And oh my God, I love that. Really. Ooh, so much coming through today. Ooh. And then, ooh, that's so interesting. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and she is having she's wearing white as well. That's very interesting, because there are different cards in that deck where people don't wear white. Yeah, I'm having the Eight of Pentacles, and she's wearing black. So, but she's wearing a white dress as well. So we have 3 women all wearing white, and she's having the what is called the when you play a board game, you need these things she's wearing around her neck. You know what I mean? So the word doesn't come to mind. But look at her. She's sort of with one leg, like the emperor, but she's bending the left leg and he's bending the right leg. So even on one leg, they keep their balance and they're on top of the game. I am on top of the game. He's on top of the game with his feet. She's also on top of the game wearing the dice, I think, roll the dice. Yeah. Two dice is around her neck. And she's like the black and white. It's like yin and yang. She's aware of the game. She's aware of the two energies of duality because we are in a game of duality. And there are also the elements. I don't know if you can see that. Here are the elements. Here, earth, wind, fire, and water. So she is sort of on top of it all. She knows the Hermetic laws. She knows the laws of the universe. This is sort of also the Torah, the hidden knowledge. You know, the high priestess in the traditional tarot, she's holding the Torah. That's hidden knowledge. And it's also the tarot. So the tarot is an amazing. I know, like many people don't even know. They think it's just whatever woo-woo. I swear, there's so much knowledge in that. If you go deeper, you will discover the universe. And tarot has been around, they say, since ancient Egypt. Even so, the Rider-Waite came a little bit later, not a little bit, I think in the 1900s. But tarot has been around for long. And there's the Thoth deck, and Thoth is one of the messengers. So the messengers of God. So this is a deck basically, and this is not the traditional one, obviously, but it's a messenger. Every card is a portal for you to reconnect and understand yourself better, and for you to reconnect to the universe, to the energy which is flowing through you. So she has mastered this. So now let's put it together. I'm excited. So you're here to walk strong. You have that light even in the darkness. You know who you are. You are called to never ever lose yourself in the matrix, in the game of life. Don't allow the devil to seduce you. And I hope nobody gets scared by the devil. I hope. And but by all of that, even by the hardships, don't harden. Be true to your heart, be soft, and in that softness, be fierce. I don't know if you know Brené Brown. She speaks a lot about vulnerability, and vulnerability is the biggest gift you can offer to the world. Vulnerability and authenticity. Share who you are, share your heart, and the people will hear you because they will hear the frequency and the energy behind. And through that, you will master this game and you will be on top of it. And both of this energy will flow through you, and you will understand the truth of the universe. When you walk that path, you will understand the truth of the universe. Like, that would be so long to talk about it, but there's so much. And this is so magical. If you are opening yourself up to what is possible, you will be in an awe. You will be like touched by magic. You'll be like, oh my God, is this real? Like, this is how I feel. This is why I love. Like, even sometimes I'm weighed down, you know, but when I see the magic unfold, I'm like, oh, Verena, never forget. And I call you out to never forget. I call you out to remember who you are. I'm here to remember who you are and to walk your path, no matter the odds. And now I want to come to this. We have 9, 4, 8, and 10. 8, 9, 10, and number 4. And here we have 5 and 7. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 is missing. That's interesting. So 6 is the Lover's card. It's a card of decision making. And I think you need to make a decision. Like I need to make a decision to be who I am and to stand for what I believe in and to just bring it out into the world. Yeah. So let me see what the warning gibbous moon wants to tell us. I'm ready to let go. The warning. I know I pronounce it wrong, but in a way, that's right. It calls you to begin the process of letting go. The vision that you are calling in for your soul's next iteration of growth is so expansive that space must be made. Creating that space begins with releasing. You may have old habits based on outdated patterns. That's the devil. I called, like I said, about beliefs and stuff. Old habits based on outdated patterns, beliefs, or ways of being. Very often, these habits have served you, even if their sole purpose was to keep you feeling safe, and have undoubtedly been essential on your journey. The invitation now is to thank them for their service and send them on their way. If you're unsure about what needs to be released, your inner voice will tell you. You can begin this process by simply getting quiet and asking yourself what you're ready to let go of. Just like the warning, gibbous moon, you're headed toward a time of inward contemplation to help call in further clarity. And your journal prompt: what pattern, relationship, belief, or habit can I release to make space for my evolution? So there's definitely a strong call in releasing something old. Mm. And with that something old, it's this, you're standing in front of a crossroad, in front of a fence. So you need to believe these old sticks or step over them to move further on your journey. But only you can know exactly, or if you need help by that, just give me a shout out and we can look deeper into that during a reading or a healing session. But yeah, you're called to and speak forth anew. She's speaking. So our words have immense power, and she's speaking a flower into existence. So know whatever you say about yourself, about others, about your dreams, about your manifestations, it's brought into existence. That's what I meant with, like, everything is an illusion. And whatever you believe in, whatever you commit to, whatever you trust, whatever you give your energy will grow. And then Mother Worth. Let's see here. Didn't I say I asked in the beginning what does make my heart sing, and about cycles with the moon, and then I had the sacred cycle deck already here, completely forgetting about it. Mother Worth, all my cycles are sacred. The grandmother of the garden, Mother Worth, Mother Worth, wields cyclical wisdom, cyclical, displaying her maiden mother in crown stages each growing season with the ways her leaves and flowers move through phases. She's a deep embodiment of feminine seasonal consciousness. Mother Word is here to assist and guide you in tending to your sacred cycles. You're being encouraged to look more deeply at how cycles and patterns show up in your life. There may be certain stages of your personal development process that you like to glorify, ones that you would prefer to forget, and even ones you perhaps find yourself trying to extend beyond the necessary life cycle. Notice how you may embrace or avoid certain aspects and check in with yourself to find the reasons. With deeper inquiry comes deeper integration and a renewed sense of harmony and self-acceptance. Mother Word is here to bring you awareness and walk you forward with a more holistic understanding of your cyclical nature. She illuminates the blessings found in every season, both the internal and the earthly ones. Journal prompt: which of my phases or seasons do I enjoy the most? Which would I skip if I could? I think you have some homework here. And she reminds me a little bit of the genie in a bottle. So about making a wish and then sort of allowing your consciousness to take that wish and bring it into existence. That's what I feel with these two cards. So you're encouraged. She speaks a flower into existence, and here sort of that woman, that spirit comes out of that pot. So become very clear. So release what is in the way of your manifestation of the life you're really here to live. Become clear on what you want. What is it you're here for? What is it? What are you here to bring forth? And then speak that into existence. Bring that forth. Like live that path of you, that soul's journey. It's so important right now. In that at this point in time, we are really called to step forward, to bring forward what we need to bring forward. And I'm so called to now, which is a little bit scary, but I'm going to do it anyway now because it's what I'm here to bring forth. It's sound, and sound can speed up your manifestation. That's why in my magical morning routine, I chant a lot with my girls, and I will do another reading or another session where I talk with you. And it's interesting because I look over to my instrument and on the outside it says be touched by sound. Sound can touch, and sound is so powerful. So what we're gonna do now to really, this reading, it has an energy. This reading has a potent void of creation. And if you're here and if you listen until now, this is your journey as well. So what I'm gonna do now, sound and intention is healing. You can read that in Jonathan Goldman's book, Healing Sounds. So sound and intention is healing. So if you want to bring forth some of your manifestations, chant them into existence, give them the power of vibration, and give them the right intention. So what we're going to do, I invite you to sit comfortably and lengthen your spine. And then I'm going to take, I'm going to take my Tibetan small sort of bowls, not bowls, but bells. And I'm going to give you a little snippet sound healing. And yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but the last couple of weeks, I have reconnected to my vocal sound and to the instruments. So let's take the energy of this reading and imagine that energy is planting itself into your heart space. So if you're really wanting to live and follow your heart's journey and make your heart sing, then this is the calling you're on. So trust that you have everything you need to live that. And then close your eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose right into the belly. Softening, allowing to arrive in the moment. Bringing all parts of yourself back into your body, into your soul being, even the scared ones, the ones that do not want to be seen, that are scared to be judged, that are scared to be hurt, that are scared to be burned. Bring them back, call them in, say it's safe to come back home. And then leave your eyes closed and allow the sound to guide you. Imagine softening. Hear this soft vibration. And allow the sound to open you. connecting to your heart, to your heart's mission, to your heart's calling, allowing spirit to flow through you. And I see a white dove, and you can invite the energy of a white dove, spirit, to come into your space as well. Stay there. And I will start to chant now. And you can too. And while you chant, imagine that from your mouth, like a golden light flows out, golden waves of light, and they carry the vibration of your path, of your desire, of your wish into the universe. And I don't know what will come out of me, but I'll just trust. Hi, Take your hands to your heart and know that you're already on the path and that we anchored into this vision. And I can see a lot of golden light, and I can see like it's like a shooting star coming onto the earth, anchoring in your vision on a physical plane. Whenever you're ready, take another deep breath into your body, into your belly. And then I invite you to come back. Ooh, I've never done anything like that before, like at least not online. So I'm a little bit like, I'm vulnerable right now because it's not, yeah, I'm vulnerable, let's say it like this. But if you've stayed here until the end, thank you so much. And yeah, you have a calling. I can only say that you resonated with the cards, with the energy behind what I said. That's the most important. It's never about my words, it's the energy behind. And with these readings, I'm opening portals of energy flowing through me towards you, because there is no time, there's no space, we're connected. Maybe you only see me through this, but I'm actually with you. So I don't want to go right now. Like I feel like, I held back so long, and it's time to share. It's time to share. It's time to be your most authentic self. And with that, I will finish maybe one last card because I feel in such a flow right now. I'm grateful, very, very grateful. So let's see. This is the Ascended Masters deck. Let's see what message, what final message we're here to receive. And there's two cards already. No. Let's see. What final message is there for this reading to close? And for the souls. Guys, I love it. Oh, somebody's coming. 1 second. I'm back. Sorry, it was so funny because I got a water delivery. And it's so interesting because I thought about that I ran out of water this morning and that I should send, it's my boyfriend's father who brings it. And I thought about writing him and I forgot, and I haven't ordered for a couple of days, and he just came. I was nearly about to run out. I had 1 liter left, and he just brought, without me saying, he brought 2 gallons of water. So it's like magic, like this is what I mean. Like we communicate actually telepathically, and if people are open, they can read your mind. So anyway, I had pulled a card, which I smiled because it's work your magic. And isn't that so in line with what we just talked about. Let's see, I'm gonna also read that to you. You have the power to resolve the situation you're inquiring about. This card signifies your untapped magical abilities, which you've used successfully in the past. Pull these abilities out of storage and use them to work your magic now. Your clear and focused intentions, and we talked about sound and intention is healing. Positive expectations, prayers, decrees, and action steps all create the healings and manifestations you desire. Additional meaning for this card. Decide clearly what you will. And I said to you, what makes your heart sing? Because this is your magic. Decide clearly what you will and won't accept in this situation, as your clarity will bring immediate results. Have steady faith in a positive outcome. Study alchemy and manifestation principles. And then it says Saint-Germain. This name is always making like my tongue being a knot. Isn't a Catholic saint, but a count from the French region called Saint-Germain. He was known as the Wonder Man of Europe during his lifetime in the early 1700s. Saint-Germain was renowned for his magical abilities to give gems and fountain of youth-like elixirs to his many friends. He was a virtuoso musician and linguist who was beloved by royalty and blue-collar workers alike. Saint-Germain helps light workers who wish to work towards peace, toward world peace, and bring about integrity and honesty in governmental and other systems. So, I mean, I think nobody better could have appeared, because what I say, if you're still here, you're a light worker and you want to bring peace to the world, you know, and integrity and honesty. And you have a gift, like there's magic basically in your hands, and you are here to work with it. So actually I'm following my magic, I'm following my passion. That's why I'm here. That's why I created this reading. And I'm so happy and grateful that you were here. Again, I say, if you want some guidance on your path, I do tarot, I do sound healings, I do Reiki, like for long distance, it's sort of Reiki I can offer. Also, like I can clear patterns from your ancestral lineage. And also I mentor, which is, So if you call to send me a message, I would love to be your guide and mentor along the journey. Other than that, thank you for being here and journeying with me. If you liked this video, subscribe to the channel so you can come here next time, or you're reminded of a new video. And what I would love to, if you feel inspired, if it touched something within you, just share in the comments. So that was it for today. I see you very, very soon. Mwah. Bye bye.